Technical bid evaluation procedure. Objective: to define and describe the engineering responsibilities in the preparation of a technical bid evaluation TBE. The purpose of the bid evaluation is to ensure that each supplier is quoting the equipment, item, or service in strict accordance with the technical requirements contained in the inquiry and its attachments, such as P&IDs, specifications, and datasheets. Applicability. This procedure is to be used for technical bid evaluations prepared for engineered equipment, tagged items, and subcontracted services on Worley-Parsons projects. It is also used for other non-engineered or non-tagged items where substitutions have been proposed by the suppliers. Custodian, BPO engineering. Process steps. 1. Initiation. 1.1 Initiate technical bid evaluation and forward unpriced copies. Initiate the technical bid evaluation and forward unpriced copies of bids for evaluation to relevant stakeholders. Pricing information may be secured from the project manager if the requisitioning engineer has a valid need-to-know basis. 1.2 Advise on bids for evaluation. Advise which bids are to be evaluated and in which sequence. Undertake coarse technical screening and set aside non-compliant bids. Normally, all substantially technically compliant bids will be fully evaluated. Unsolicited alternates options shall be formally evaluated only if they offer technical and commercial benefits. On some projects, the project engineer may delegate this action to the requisitioning engineer. 1.3 Determine multidiscipline review requirement. For systems or packaged units, the evaluation may require reviews by other disciplines. Consult with the project engineer on which disciplines need to be included. 1.4 Notify other lead discipline engineers. Advise other lead discipline engineers and notify the construction manager for subcontracted services. 1.5 Determine customer review requirement. For buildings and long lead or complex items, customer input may be beneficial. Assess if customer review is required. 1.6 Advise the customer. Advise the customer if their review is required. This ensures the customer is informed and can provide input if necessary. 1.7 Assign technical bid evaluation number. Assign a technical bid evaluation number according to the document numbering system to maintain traceability and organization. 1.8 Retrieve inquiry package. Retrieve the inquiry package from project files, ensuring all necessary documents are available for the evaluation process. 2. Perform technical bid evaluation. 2.1 Carry out technical and quality evaluation. Evaluate each bid against the technical requirements, ensuring all specifications and standards are met. Use the technical bid evaluation form as a guide and add additional lines as required. Mark inapplicable sections as NA. If the equipment, item, or service was single or sole sourced, a technical bid evaluation is still to be prepared to confirm that the bid meets the technical requirements. To expedite the process, prepare an electronic template of items to be evaluated and include it in the inquiry package with instructions that a completed electronic file must accompany each bid to be considered for evaluation. Input from the lead discipline engineer and the discipline engineer is dependent on the evaluation scope and will be determined by the requisitioning engineer. Include the construction manager in the evaluation for subcontracted services. 2.2 Route technical bid evaluation for review. Route the TBE and associated documents for review by relevant stakeholders. This can be done via physical routing, electronic routing, or through a central review area. 2.3 Consolidate reviewers' evaluation detail. Ensure that each reviewer's comments are received and consolidated into the technical bid evaluation summary. This ensures a comprehensive evaluation that incorporates input from all relevant disciplines. 2.4 Confirm all technical exceptions. Examine bids and confirm important items with suppliers if not clearly stated or detailed. All correspondence with bidders shall be directly through procurement. Any direct correspondence with bidders shall be reviewed on a case-by-case basis with permission from procurement. 2.5 Ensure all suppliers are evaluated. All suppliers shall be shown on the technical summary and non-evaluated suppliers noted. This ensures transparency and completeness in the evaluation process. 2.6 Determine if bids meet technical requirements. Clearly indicate which bids were evaluated, state which bids meet or do not meet the technical requirements, and note any special considerations that affect the evaluation. If the technical evaluation reveals potential cost impacts to the base bids, clearly note this on the technical summary so that procurement can incorporate those cost items into the commercial evaluation. 2.7. Clarify unclear items and eliminate nonconformances. Initiate bid clarification correspondence or meetings to clarify QA technical details. All correspondence with bidders shall be directly through procurement. Any direct correspondence with bidders shall be reviewed on a case-by-case basis with permission from procurement. Input from lead discipline engineer and discipline engineer is dependent on the evaluation scope and will be determined by the requisitioning engineer. Include the construction manager for subcontracted services. 2.8. Resolve outstanding issues. Note and resolve all incorrect, incomplete, or open items as far as possible depending on the supplier's cooperation. Input from lead discipline engineer and discipline engineer is dependent on the evaluation scope and will be determined by the requisitioning engineer. Include the construction manager for subcontracted services. The project manager decides if the project engineer needs to be involved. 2.9. Determine if nonconformances can be resolved. Occasionally, there may be a significant number of nonconforming bids. The project engineer may consider returning to step 1.2 and evaluating additional bids. 3. Bid recommendation. 3.1. Conduct pre-award meeting with preferred supplier, if required. Include the construction manager for subcontracted services to discuss and resolve any remaining issues. 3.2. Conduct nominated pre-award meeting. Ensure that based on the pre-award meeting and other discussions, some previously unacceptable bids may now be technically acceptable. 3.3. Determine if bids are now technically acceptable. Based on the pre-award meeting and other discussions and considerations, determine if the bids are now technically acceptable. 3.4. Bid not recommended. Occasionally, there may be a significant number of non-conforming bids. The project engineer may consider returning to step 1.2 and evaluating additional bids. 3.5. Approve bid recommendation. Clip the technical summary, inquiry, and successful bids together. Include unsuccessful bids in the package, but clip them separately with an identifying cover sheet. 3.6. Forward approved recommendation to procurement. Forward the approved recommendation to procurement for further action. By following these structured steps, the technical bid evaluation procedure ensures comprehensive and consistent documentation and evaluation of bids, supporting effective project management and procurement processes.